Hi team, welcome back to See You on the Start Line. I'm John and today's episode builds on the last couple of weeks where we've talked about VO2 max, longevity and the power of doing something different. We'll look at Jeannie Rice's incredible story, then turn to the events ahead, and I've got some exciting teasers especially for you ultra runners and those looking for new announcements coming up. But first, Jeannie Rice reminder. You've probably seen the email that we did yesterday for this week and the YouTube link. If you haven't looked at that, pause this episode for a minute and watch it. 9 minutes of pure inspiration. Jeannie Rice, age 77 years of age, multiple world record holder from 1500 meters all the way through to the marathon. Her VO2 max is an estimated of 47. That's right up there with many runners in their 30s and 40s at 77 years of age. And what does she put it down to? Consistency, goals, accountability, simple, powerful, and proven. So accountability is where the magic happens. Print your confirmation when you enter an event. Stick it on the fridge. Put it up on the notice board at work. Tell your friends in the group chat. Jeannie has the world record time and the person's name on the fridge who held that world record. She pinned it on the fridge with the time. She was always going to break that record. She saw it every time she went to the fridge. How many times do you go to the fridge every day? I remember when I did Ironman, I had my goal time on the fridge. Basically, I had first of all finish, then expected time, a goal time, and then an extended goal time if everything went right on the day. At the end of both Ironmans, the expected time was achieved in both of those cases, and one of them, it was close to that first goal time as well. The stretch time. But why do this? Because when others know you're doing an event, that you'll show up, and showing up is how you quietly achieve your goals and increase that VO2 max that makes you feel better and stack years of independence and strength into your life so you can move, do what you want to do your shoes up, do whatever you want to when you get into the 80s. Just imagine at 77 having a VO2 max of 47. That is just incredible. And when you watch that video, you will see her running and you'll think, it's unbelievable to think that she's 77 years of age. But listen to it and do these things. She talks about mixing it up, from shorter distance to long distance. So let's run through what our calendar looks like, because this is where you can commit, pin that goal up and get that momentum going. Remember what Jeannie was saying, run those short distances, the 1500 meters all the way to the marathon. So now's the chance for you, maybe do an ultra marathon, maybe do a 5k, turn around, have some leg speed, do some good running and really get out there and enjoy it. So coming up, we have got Pawsome Run on Sunday the 7th of September. Humans, dogs, this is with humans with short legs, dogs with short legs and long legs. Everyone is welcome. We've got the 2.5k, we've got the 5k, and we've got the 10k. So there's something there for everyone. It's on the 7th of September and is at Canterbury AMP Park. It's heaps of fun. So just grab an entry, get in there, bring your dog along. If you haven't got a dog, bring someone else's, bring a friend's, and you don't have to have a dog. Just come along and do either the 2.5k, the 5k, or the 10k. Charlie the Cavoodle will welcome everybody there, whether you got a dog or you haven't got a dog. So then we've got Muddy Good Run coming up on Sunday the 28th of September. This is out at Mandeville Sports Centre. This is the most fun you'll ever have getting filthy. Some people turn around and say it's the most fun you'll ever have with your clothes on. It is just an incredible day. Everyone's smiling. It is great. Whether you're 4 years of age or whether you're 84 years of age, it is just great fun. And we've got the famous firemen's washdowns as well. The Swannanoa team will be out there with the fire engine and they'll be washing people down. We've got Ride the Rakaia coming up Labour weekend. That's on Saturday, the 25th of October. You come up the north bank of the Rakaia Bridge, starting at the Mead Community Hall, up Leeches Road, then down into the Rakaia Gorge, up out of the Rakaia Gorge, and then after the Rakaia Gorge, you've got it all downhill, all the way to the Rakaia Domain. This is a flyer of a finish, and it is so great. If you get a chance, whip onto YouTube and have a look at the shorts of the finish of the 2023. It is just amazing to see the speed that they're crossing the line there, and you get both angles of it in that YouTube's short as well. Then we've got Ride the Wilderness on Friday the 15th of November. This is in West Coast style. The scenery will be with you for weeks afterwards. We've got the 126k starting at Ross. We've got the 95k in Hokitika, the 59k starting up at Cowboy Paradise, and we have the 21k starting at Kumara, all finishing in Greymouth. It is just a fantastic day out. It is fast, it is furious, it is great. You've got scenery everywhere, so just make sure you enter that. It's a fantastic weekend away. Book it, make the long weekend to be on the West Coast on Canterbury Anniversary weekend, the 15th of November. Then we've got Bridge to Bridge coming up on Sunday the 7th of December. And this is always a favourite. We've got the 4 races on the Waimakariri Bridge. Starts at the Waimakariri Bridge with the 115k, which starts under the bridge, then goes across the clip-on and on the motorway, then up the north bank all the way up to the Waimakariri Gorge. At the Waimakariri Gorge, they come on down into the south bank. That's where the 58k starts at the Waimakariri Gorge, and then we've got the 30k starting at the Willows, the 12k at the Hall Road, which is fantastic for the kids as well, with parents, with a 12k ride, and that all finishes down at White's Crossing out underneath the motorway bridge. So make sure you get your entry into that. That's on the 7th of December. And it is a fantastic day, and there really is something for every cyclist, whether you're a hard and fast or elite, or whether you're just first timer having a crack at it. Get into that. And then into the new year, we've got Gold Trail mountain bike ride over on the West Coast, starting at Shantytown, finishing in Moana. It's on the 31st of January, starts outside the Golden Nugget Hotel. You ride down the main street of Shantytown and you finish on the main street of Moana outside the Hotel Lake Brunner. And then moving on to the 14th of February, we've got the Graveler. This is across Molesworth Station, New Zealand's biggest farm, and it is truly New Zealand's ultimate gravel race. If you ever want to do a gravel bike race, this is the race to do. This is the one you'll talk about. This is the time you'll get a chance to see what Molesworth Station's like. Not many Kiwis get a chance to see Molesworth Station, and the cool thing about it is basically you say about 10,000 spectators. Those are you'll have bulls and steers out there and cows, and you've got all the rabbits as well. So make sure you're there. That's the biggest crowd you'll ever race in front of. That's the Graveler on the 14th of February. So then they've got lots of fun with other runs with colour and all sorts. We've got a Colour Zone run on the 23rd of November. They colour blasts every 500 metres. You're covered in colour. You're even covered in colour before you start, but when you're finished, you're just smothered in it. So that's on the 23rd of November at the Red Zone, Residential Red Zone, over off Avondale Road. It is just a fantastic day out. Heaps of fun with the kids and family. It's one not to be missed. 14th of December, we've got the Canterbury Half Marathon. This is building just incredibly, this event. You've got scenic laps all around Pegasus and the lake, and then you finish coming across Bob's Bridge into the finishing chute. What a great way to finish, coming across that bridge just straight into the finishing chute, into the finish line. Aotearoa Ultra Marathon on the 10th of January. This 101k, 53k distances and a 15k. We've got a pending announcement that's going to be made tomorrow night, and that's something that's going to happen during the weekend. It's something you want to get into. That's the Aotearoa Ultra Marathon. All ultra marathoners want to be part of this. Then on the 17th of January, the best run ever. This is Wine Run. That is exactly what it is. A wine tasting with cheese and crackers every 1k, and then an after party to celebrate with that live bands. Yes, there's live entertainment, there's food trucks, there's bar, there's buses to take you home. It is the best run ever. It is just fantastic. That's at Rosendale Wines on the 17th of January. So we've got plenty of variety and plenty of fun that's coming up. So now, for a real heads up, is that ultra running for all ultra runners and the ultra running community. This weekend, keep your eyes peeled. There is something dropping for the Aotearoa Ultra and the South Island Ultra Marathon. So trust me, you don't want to miss this. And looking ahead, October, we're going to be bringing something really special. It's really exciting, and I can't say much more yet until we get further sign off from other parties involved in this. But this announcement is pending any day now, and it's for those that are a little bit more mature. not the young ones. This is for older people, and it is going to be good. It's going to really help a lot of people. Plus, we've got a brand new charity partner coming on board for an event in December. We've only got 2 events in December. That's the Bridge to Bridge, and we've got Canterbury Half Marathon. So just make sure you stay tuned for that. So it's a chance where you'll be able to give something back to a fantastic charity, and more on that in the coming weeks. So a quick reminder for runners, for your VO2 max, you want a target to be around 50. That's years I'm talking about. When you're 50, you want to have a VO2 max of at least 50. At 50, records show that people tend to lose 10% of their VO2 max every decade. So that means when you turn 60, you'll be at 45, and when you're at 70, you'll be at 40.5. So it gives you plenty of time, plenty of scope, plenty of breathing, plenty of power to be able to do what you need to be able to do. So if anything you do, make sure you train to try and keep that as high as you can. That's how you hold on to your strength, independence, and quality of life. It's not about medals, it's not about records, it's about living stronger for longer. So think Jeannie Rice, VO2 max 47 at 77 years of age. That is just incredible. So quick wrap up, what you need to do, your 90-second action plan is pick your next event, enter today, make it real, tell somebody accountability sticks, pin that confirmation where excuses can't hide. The fridge is a good spot, work notice board's another. Then watch what happens to your fitness, your confidence, and your health. So that's episode 39 of See You on the Start Line. Stay tuned, especially your ultra runners, for what's about to drop this weekend. And October's announcement will raise eyebrows, and December brings a chance to make a real difference with a new charity on board. Until then, we'll see you on the start line. Take care, everybody.